Hello everyone, this is RJMJ4 here, otherwise known as Charles Wolf. I'm here with another update, but instead of with animation, it's a game. So, I've noticed that uh, Sketchfab isn't the best place for MD models. Ignore me because Sketchfab is, after doing some more research, is a good place for downloads for models because I found out that they have an extra tab that allows you to add extra model downloads. Whether it supports other formats of downloads files, but you can add a zip file. So apparently, it's another way that I can give out the MD files on Sketchfab. So that's the thing, as you have to rig them after you download them. They're not preset to be rigged for MD. So what I will have to do is specifically push up. I'm sorry. I would have to specifically download or have a download link to the model through DeviantArt only. So I'm limited to DeviantArt, and DeviantArt has been changing, not for the better, just like YouTube. Uh, but it's only for the old users that have to deal with have to jump right on it. Have to deal with the eclipse being the thing. Um, the other thing is, uh, uh, the other thing is, sorry, I got too focused into the game, playing around. Uh, the models that are in 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 the format of MD only be purchasable through DeviantArt by DeviantArt points. But I don't like that because you actually waste money buying points. Uh, other than you know, uh, uh, just purchasing them through PayPal. So what I'm thinking of doing is um, having a vote and see what's more popular as time goes on. This vote will last for quite some time. Beginning of 2020 is beginning of 2020 is when everything will be set in stone. But, well, not the beginning, but near the beginning. Let's see. Showing calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think April. I give myself until April. Let me mark that on my phone. If my phone will listen to me. How about the 6th of April? So you'll be able to vote until the 6th of April. How about that? This is unscripted and live. So until the 6th of April, you will be able to vote and see what works better for you, and you want models to be done in a specific way or something along those lines. It'll be multiple options, but it'll be limited to what I can do versus what you would probably want. So usually when I do giveaways or do feedback, I don't get a lot of feedback. So that's the main problem that I'm running into. So uh that's why I'm giving you until April 6th. And I'll title it Model Due Day. That's the time for it. 1 o'clock, that should be good on Mondays. Hopefully this doesn't fall into the day that um it should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's make it 2 then. Or 3. 4. It went up to 4, so let's end it at 4. And I get a day in advance to look at the votes and see what will change. Now, as I showed you through the last video, which you probably didn't get a good grasp on, this is my new channel that has all of the updates. No, thank you. Stop asking. This is my new channel that has all of the updates and all the functionalities that I would need for uh, videoing. But yeah, my internet's off right now, so I can't show you. I'm happy that it's actually preloaded everything else, but yeah, the video size depending on what size the video is actually recorded in. So if you record it on the phone, it would be about this small, and if it was recorded on my video that I wanted to show you, it would be extremely wide because in my MD I have it set extremely wide. See, extremely wide. I'm going to fix that in the future, but for now, it looks nice having a black bar. Even though you may not be able to see it, it looks nice for me to be able to see it, which I wanted to show you, but I have no internet right now. I can show you in another video skip uh, when I turn on my internet. Why?
Hi.
I would catch it when I go through another update and adding arrows to the drop down list. How great is that? But anyway, fixed side.
Hi.
Fixed side.
This is RJ4 talking.
I did not mean to do that. Anyway, this is Sketchfab, which does not support uh, models like MD. I don't know if I can control the exportation of the model, but from what I've seen, when you import the model that you import or the scene that you import is the model that you're able to download. From what I know, I need to do more research, I guess. Um, but yeah, I like it that way because it the clarity is a lot more better, and it's widescreen for my model showcases like cloud and the models that the posing of the models. It's wide enough to fit all of them in the scene. So yeah. Let's see. The note would be finish at least finish at least a few miles for download. To release first release on the 10th. Alright. So that's set up. So plan ahead and stop showing you all of this. Go back to here, write down the game. Uh but yeah, you see the wolf, he'll look like this. And I just show you my email, but well, it's not the same email. It's a different email for you all. So, uh, yeah, small update. This took 20 minutes to actually talk about because I was playing a little game. But, and it's unscripted. But, yeah. I will save that. And it's set on my calendar. I should see it. If I don't, it'll ring me a day beforehand on the 5th of April. Please, by all means, vote. Go to deviantart.com/shallowswolf with one S as list on list, then wolf, in .com. And you should find my site. And please vote. It should be on my main page, my home page, and it below donations. I believe I still have the donation thing up. I might change that into something else in the future too. So, because I don't care about donations on DeviantArt, to be honest. So, if you are able to vote, it's not anything literally serious, but feedback is always nice and it helps me know what you guys want and what I can provide for you and what works best for you. Okay, I'm back. Different browser. Uh, so it should be all the way down, past donations, past that, past my face, and in my past friends list, it should be in here. The votes will be added up. I might move. I might move this up. But the votes will be added up if possible. If I can move it up. But the votes will be added up and calibrated to see what you guys uh, like and what you guys don't like. And updates on a few other models will be done in the future. Um, Sorry if I'm focusing on updates too much, but some models it just seems right to fix and finish in a way. This is small, minor updates. Details with the lighting effects. You can see glitches or pixelization, things like that. I don't want my models to have, so I want them to look good in raycast. So, like Cloud, for example, I fixed his smoothness in both forms, his ultimate and his Wii U form, to be smooth. And it's backwards compatible. You can use the ultimate model for the Wii U model. So the fixes, the smoothness, other than the bumpy road, the bumpy cheeks, uh, will cross over to each other. So keep that in mind. Mainly, this cloud has fixes. The other cloud has two other models. So that would have been three models altogether that I would have to fix up. But mainly this model and the other two models, they had small fixes. But this one is the main one that I fixed up the most. I thought I should let you know that. So, uh, anyway, future iterations, uh, it will be poll here, and you can vote on a few options that I'll think of later, and I'll have it up by today. Same with this video. Since it's 2:40 in the morning. Yeah, I'm just that type of person to stay up that late. Yeah. Alright. I think that's it. I'll be skipping around this video, so hope you enjoy that. Uh, yeah. Um, and most of the rest of this will be blurred off because, yeah, I don't, it's privacy and stuff that you don't really need to know about. Not yet, at least. Ho 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 ho. but most of it is just Spotify, not Spotify, like bank account, my resources. Anyway, what I'm getting at is it's not important. Uh, okay, so let's go over everything again. April 6th is the deadline to have the poll filled in and ready for uh, votes. And I will be accepting votes after April 6th. It's just that uh, it helps if you make it before April 6th. April 5th. Before April 5th. So anything in year 2020, April 5th, is fair game. After that, it's less of fair game because then I'll have to make changes depending on who likes what and who voted on this more and then change their mind and go for something else. Or someone has a group of other people who actually like this more and they have them like or upvote that option. So it 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 really helps out if you vote and make sure that you you want that vote to count on here. So the options that I'm thinking is, do you want to pay on PayPal? Uh, you'll have to make an account on PayPal, set up a bank account, bank information, and then transfer money through there that way. Which is a process. However, it's less invasive, and it's not really much of a problem, and it sets up for future uh, uh, deviations anyway. Uh, and the second option is through DeviantArt. You pay the full price on DeviantArt. See, that's the other thing. With PayPal, you can pay a specific amount and have someone else pay a specific amount, and then I'll put the people who's paid on a list on the list at the bottom of the model page that is ready to be downloaded. The model that's ready to be downloaded, and you can go from there. But this one, uh, for DVR, you'll be paying full price for the model, and uh, ad buying points is pretty expensive and wasteful, if you ask me, because it's like 20% off the actual amount that you're actually buying. So let's do a poll. $5 you get 100 points taken away when you purchase that. Uh, because you pay $5 and you only get 400 points, and then 10 dollars you get 800 points, and $25, which is near or roughly the amount that the model will be. It will be either 1,000 to 800 points. I'll make sure to keep it relatively low, but the 2,000 points is roughly the amount that I'm aiming for the models. These are heavily detailed models that I'm planning on making, and and I hope that you actually like the thought that goes into them. Um, so the very first one will be a robot. If you stuck around for this long, you'll know the first one is going to be some form of a robot. Uh, it's going to be a futuristic robot. Um, with extremely flexible parts. Not all of the parts is going to be flexible because there's a limit of what I can do in the but most of it is going to be flexible. Um, and so this is basically what you're dealing with when you buy points on DeviantArt. Uh, I again, this is something that this will be entirely up to you guys. It's will be entirely up to you if you want to either pay by PayPal or DeviantArt. DeviantArt full price, you will have to pay full price, and I'll make sure that uh, if it if someone pays on PayPal, I'll reduce the price to a certain amount so it'll compensate uh, the amount paid on PayPal. That's more work for me, and I have to keep up with that stuff. But for the most part, uh, I'll be keeping it simple and having you just pay once and only once and for a certain amount depending on which one you go for. So again, let's go over it one more time. In PayPal, you will work together with other people if they decide that they want the model, that they will pay a certain specific amount and you will pay a certain specific amount, and if if it goes over, I'll see if I can add something extra to the model. uh but other than that, people who have paid by DeviantArt points um will be marked in my pay list. So I'll have your name and I can always reward you with something extra or something uh, that I deem appropriate for the occasion. Um, yeah, I think that's fair because you're paying full price. Um, because after so many people pay for it, it'll be released for free, and that's how it's going to be worked on. It's like Patreon, but instead of pledging a specific amount per month, you're paying amount you feel comfortable with. And by the way, important. to note, do not give me points. You have to pay by points. You have to pay specifically the amount that's on the model. If you're paying through Patreon, I mean, paying to, if you're paying through DeviantArt, if you're paying through points, you have to pay full price, and you do not want to give me points. Like, here I only have 2 points to give, and I want to give you these 2 points. No, I will not accept that. I will not accept that. I'm sorry. But it's important that let you know this now, that those points will not be going to my bank account. They will be going to membership purposes. And I have 30 points, point 10 points. Oh, that's currency bonds. But I have 149 points that I can't do anything with, and I can't convert my points into revenue unless I get a certain amount. And that's why 80 and the 200, 2000 will be the main point goal. Also, it's easier to buy these two out of the other ones. And also, it depends on if it's a big model versus a small model. So, if it's a big model, it's like $25, and if it's a small model with not much going on, which the robot, I'm thinking about making it small just so I can add a lot of extra features or a lot of extra details and onto it that makes it seem like it would be worthwhile. Uh, just like Digital X does. What's his name? This guy. Just like he does. Um, he does things for free, but he also gets paid through Patreon. But I ran into problems with Patreon so many times that I do not want to go into Patreon again. So I have to make this complicated transactions just to uh, have everything work correctly. So deadline will be April 6th. April 5th is the last day for until the notion of the votes goes in and everything is finalized. But you can still vote after that, and I will consider changing it if it works better another way other than the way that I have it set up. So, yeah, those two options are the main two options that I'll have set up. Either PayPal, pay a certain amount through PayPal, and hope that someone else pays a certain amount through PayPal, and then the model will be released, or pay full price, which would be tremendously helpful to me. Pay full price for the model and uh, get extra bonuses for it. Now, people who pay full price will get the Blender file as well. Uh, when the model is released, only the MMD file will be released. The Blender file will not be released. This will help and work towards the goal of me having things none, none, you know, complicated or com- too complex to the point where you can't do anything with the model or have too many options with the model or anything like that. I'm rambling on right now, but important. The important part is that you'll have the model after you pay. Um, but for the most part, just like what I'm doing right now, the Super Smash Bros. Models, I do not own the rights to Super Smash Bros. Models, therefore I cannot sell those models. That's why I have not been doing commissions for games anymore. I do not have the rights to video games. I do not have the rights to Nintendo products. I do not own Nintendo products. I do, but I don't have the rights to sell them. Besides my games that I have, I can sell those. But I'm not giving those away. Those are a specialty, even though a few I'm missing and some are scratched up because I give them away for people to borrow. But that's besides the point. Uh, um, so yeah, uh, I think I rambled on long enough. This will be the most important part of the video. Uh, the ending. So, I hope that you do vote and participate in the model business that I have going on. Because Sketchfab, it's like models that you can put into games and models you can put into uh, voice chat, VR, which I hope none of my models ends up there because that will sabotage my thoughts of what I should be releasing. So, I hope that you consider participating and contributing to my cause and to my future goals, which is to make a 3D platformer. Uh, if you've seen the other video, before I remove it, I'll show it again, show a little bit more of it here. Ta-da! That's it. Uh, and uh, yeah, that's about it. Um, I was hoping to make a 3D game uh, possible in this year coming up, 2020. It's going to be a collectathon, which you have to collect either a certain amount of crystals or points inside a level and complete certain rankings and then unlock other levels. This is all in theory. This is me talking, but this is how I want it to be. Uh, think of it. I, I wouldn't really want you to think of it this way. You know what? I'm not even gonna let you think of it that way. I'm not even gonna put the idea in your head. Just know that it's gonna be a good game, and it's gonna be free to play after I get contributions from you guys, and uh, yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. It will not be free to play. It will be $1 or more to play. You'll be donate to play. So you'll donate a specific amount to me in order to play the game. So that's how I'm going to do that one. Uh, but I'm gonna see if I can make it free and see if I can set it in a way where if you want to donate to the game and you think that it's worth your time, or if you think that it's well polished, you can give me a certain amount of money for it. And of course, all of it's not going to go to me because that's how gaming industry works. It's going to go to other things, uh, such as improving the game even more than what it is, learning more, uh, getting more education to learn more about coding. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. Uh, Here's some 3D works that you may see in the future. This may not be for download, but you, you can see that I am still hard at work when it comes to model making. Uh, and some of these things are and just a rough draft or something I worked on a long time ago and haven't had time to finish it. Like this one, yeah, especially this one. Uh, and I have so many things that uh, I want to do for you guys, and it's going to be amazing. So, if you stuck around to the very end, OC characters, original characters, you can commission them to me. Now, the way that this will work is you send me a sheet. Where is it? You send me a sheet looking like this. You show it front side, side view, back. If you want at an angle to show off the angles that you actually want it to look like at an angle or roughly at an angle, just to give me a good estimated idea on how you want your OC to look like. So this will be the basis of me being able to work with you when it comes to the actual work and gorillas. I mean, not gorillas. Yeah, gorillas. But this would be the main format of how OCs will be handled. but it would not be arms down. It would be arms to the side. If you can't draw them to the side or in a T pose, which is the way that I would be working on the model, then this however you can draw it is fine, as long as you have a front, side, and a back view. Personally, the left and right side would be nice as well. Uh, but a front, back, and side view is all I need to work with and bring a 2D image into 3D life. And just to prove that that's possible, I will be attempting to do Noodle here uh, for test purposes, I guess. And she might be free for download because I do not own Gorilla's property. So we'll see. Uh, this is just something to consider uh, as time goes on. But OC characters is what I'm working towards for you to make. Well, for me to make your characters come to life. So commission me that way, and the prices for them. Let's go back. The prices for OC is either 4,000 points to 20 to 2,000 points. So $25 to $50 for a OC character to come to life. This is very cheap depending on how big or small your model is. If it's small, it will be cheap to $25. If it's expensive, it will be $50. Now, another thing to point out, the amount you're spending here is not going to be the amount that is going to be the amount is sold at. Is actually going to be a uh, few points higher than what you see here, which is why I'm showing you this, because in order to make $25 worth of a model, uh, it's not 2,000 points. It's 2,500 points. That's like roughly $25 or around that. Um, hmm. Hold on, let me see something. Let's test something out. Ignore this. Actually, you know what? Okay, we're back. So this is just to find out if yeah. So that's 10. So $200 is $25 that you spent, and and you're paying $25 for a $20 difference. You see what I mean? So the price would actually be so $200. You're actually paying $20, and the difference between that and the $25 is the 25. Two 2005 $2,500 point equals up to the $25. So I might consider going for it the evens, just so you won't be cheaped out or dipped out of points. So I'll keep it roughly. For So $20 to $40. I'll keep it to $20 to $40. Uh, just so if you buy points, you're actually paying 50, but you're actually getting a discount on the model and getting because the model is actually 50, but you're paying extra just to get the points for it. So I rather you have the possibility of paying it this way. This is why I say DeviantArt is not the way that I want to go when it comes to paying for things. Uh, and I want you to go through PayPal. PayPal, you pay $50 equal. You're not worrying about you paying $50 and you're not worrying about getting all the way up to a thousand more just to get $50 equal even. You see what I mean? So yeah, just so you won't be bankrupt and have extra points to spare. I'm going to make it even 400 uh 40 100 and 20 100. Yeah, that way it's like $40 and $20. It's like this and put a zip between the thousand, and then you get the amount of US dollars that you're actually paying for. So that's what I'll be letting you know, just so you know uh, how difficult it can be when it comes to buying points and getting the model that way. You can get the model and you have it all to yourself. Uh, and after so many people buying the model, if they buy it through points, it will be released free. Now, this doesn't mean that you should wait until it's free because then no one will buy it. That's basically what ends up happening is no one ends up paying in money to buying the model or anything. Uh, so just be sure to m- make a note me before and after you buy the model. So before you buy the model, note me and say this this is what I'm going to do through PayPal because sometimes your PayPal account is different name has a different name than your DVR account. So it's important that you note me. Uh, it's important that you note me to find this stuff out, or so I can find out who actually paid that amount and give the model to them. Because I can give the model to you through Stash, and after you download it, that link to that Stash model will be deleted. You cannot go back and re-download it. So be cautious of that. You will not have a second chance of downloading it. You should not share the link with anyone else. You are the only one who downloaded it. If the link is shared and if more than one download, then I might not even be trusting to give out models again. This is a once in a lifetime chance to do this, and I really want to do it right. So I'll be putting up the poll tonight, and this video will be edited by the morning. I've spent an hour with you, so I will see you again in the next video. Until then, it was nice talking to you, bargaining with you, and talking about the financial differences and PayPal and DVR. So now that you've seen the way that it's going to be done, I hope that you make a smart decision in your vote. Uh, until the next video, matane, and as always, I hope you all enjoy.